What's the best life advice you've ever received and still follow today? If you want something bad enough, you will find a way. Random old guy at the bus stop. That was 2 years ago. Because of him, I started following my dreams, and I'm making great progress. Progress over perfection. It reminds me that small steps matter more than waiting for the perfect moment. I used to freeze trying to get everything just right, but this quote helps me keep moving forward, even if it's messy. Focus on progress, not perfection. It helped me stop getting stuck in overthinking and just keep moving forward. It's made a huge difference in how I approach challenges now. Don't create only goals, create methods. Example, don't just set a 2-liter water drinking per day. Make it possible by drinking water every time you pee. It works wonders for me. Do it scared. To me, it means take action even when you're afraid or unsure. Courage isn't about having no fear. It's about moving forward despite it. It reminds me that growth and confidence only come after you try. Just do it. Whatever the result you get, you will get confidence and more understanding about what you are doing. Once begun, it's half done. Be who you are and say what you mean. Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. You don't have to be better than everybody else. You just have to be better than you were a week ago. Reminds me of the Hemingway quote, "There's nothing noble about being better than your fellow man, only being better than your former self." Whenever I experience something good or bad, this too shall pass, makes me realize that every moment, no matter how amazing or terrifying, won't really matter in the long run. Live in the moment, chase happiness, and forget about embarrassment or sadness. If everything passes in the end, why wouldn't you try and be happy as much as you can? This too shall pass. Nothing in life is permanent. When everything is going your way, stay grounded and avoid overconfidence. Likewise, during difficult or sad times, remind yourself that this moment too is temporary. There's no reason today won't be the best day of your life. You don't have to know exactly how to do something. You just need to know that it can be done, and the rest can be figured out. My former boss, when I started my IT career, changed how I looked at the problems I dealt with at work and at home. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. How you do anything is how you do everything. The way I take that is to do everything with the passion and standard of how I do the things I want to do. What gets measured gets done. Want to lose fat? Track your calories and weight. Want to build muscle? Track how much you lift and try beating your previous records. Want to spend less money on useless crap? Track your spending and adjust accordingly. Want to stop procrastinating and be more productive? Track what you're spending your time on and see what you can improve. Go slow to go fast. Instead of running around like a crazy person and making mistakes, chill out, slow down, and do it the right way the first time. If you have to force it, something's wrong. It was meant as mechanical advice, but it works for most things. Regret what you did do, not what you didn't do. Based on that advice, I studied abroad. It was kind of terrible, but I know I would have regretted it even more if I hadn't done it. Same message, but I heard it as, you rarely regret what you did as much as what you didn't. I think I like the way you put it better. Everyone is just making up as they go. Nobody really knows what they are doing. Everyone is winging it and making things up as they go along. Those that can make things up better than others tend to be more successful. $100 isn't a lot to have, but it's a lot to need. Not making a decision is making a decision. As someone who struggles with indecisiveness, this has been an important one. It's easy to get wrapped up in analyzing options, especially what could go wrong. Sometimes the decision paralysis is worse than the consequences of a suboptimal choice. Doing nothing is still an action. A year from now, you'll wish you would have started today. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. The thing that really rocked my world was the first time I heard someone ask me, "Is the juice worth the squeeze?" I used to go about life like it was a checklist, and didn't often consider why I was doing something, but more was it done or not. Stopping to reflect on why and at what cost I was doing things really helped me channel my efforts into more productive avenues. If there is a problem and there's something you can do about it, don't worry because there's something you can do about it. If there is a problem and there's nothing you can do about it, don't worry because there's nothing you can do about it. There are things in your life that you can control, and there are things in your life that you cannot control. Focus on the things that you can control and ignore the rest. You either suffer the pain of discipline or you suffer the pain of regret. If you think the price of winning is too high, wait until you get the bill from regret. Life is suffering. No matter what you do, you will suffer. So take control. Suffer intentionally. Choose suffering which will benefit you. Use suffering to your advantage. Examples are, avoiding junk food temptation is suffering. Exercising every week is suffering. But then not doing those things, eating junk and becoming out of shape, are also going to lead to suffering. So pick your suffering wisely. Again, a very basic one. Not too philosophical. You are what you repeatedly do. You are how you spend your time. Discipline is more important than motivation. Need at least 21 days to form a habit. Not everything in your brain needs to come out of your mouth. I once heard it said that no one is against you, they're only for themselves. That was a helpful shift in perspective. This is the key to successful negotiations. If you can find a way to make the deal win for the other person, you can get almost anything you want. If you ask, they might say yes. They might also say no. But if you don't ask, it's always a no. So ask. Maturity begins when you can be right without having to prove the other person wrong. I'd say that maturity begins when you can be proven wrong without feeling like you've lost. Talk sense to a fool, and they will call you foolish. Be who you needed when you were younger. You're the only person who has to be with yourself 100% of the time. So start liking yourself and who you are. If you had a friend who spoke to you in the same way you sometimes speak to yourself, how long would you allow that person to be your friend? Don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. My 5th grade teacher, Ms. Davis. If you are getting frustrated, it's perfectly okay to walk away for a bit and come back to the problem. It's better to walk away and come back with a clear head than just getting more frustrated. This was the first person I met that saw me and got me. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you deal with it. Emotion isn't your reality, but a temporary state of mind. When things get bad, I think and rethink what that means to me. I don't remember where I heard it, but I love it. If you wouldn't take advice from them, why would you take criticism? Spend so much time on the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. It was either, what other people say about you is none of your business, or, not everybody is going to like you, no matter what you do. Accepting those two things made my life a lot easier. Not really advice, just a remark someone made a few times that hit home. They said that most things people do have nothing to do with you, even if it's directed at you. It really did change my life, in that I hardly ever take things personal anymore. The way people treat you is a reflection of them, not you. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. In other words, the other person probably does not know or care, and it is only costing your joy. Set and hold boundaries and let things go. Karma works. Reading can teach you the best of what others know. Journaling and reflection can teach you the best of what you know. If you are going through hell, keep going. There is no hopeless situation. There is hopeless people. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. It has helped me with my stress levels and attitude in general. Don't complain. I think it was phrased as something like, do you ever listen to someone complaining and think, this is a great conversation? Being negative doesn't help others and doesn't help you. For years, I had to catch myself when I started whining about something unimportant. Now not doing so is a habit. Instead of pointing out all the problems, bring forward solutions. Taught me to shut up real quick, because when you bring forward problems without offering solutions, you're whining. It doesn't get better, you just get better at it. Really gives me a solid foundation. The ending of BoJack Season 2. It gets easier. Every day it gets a little easier. But you gotta do it every day. That's the hard part. But it does get easier. Life would be boring if it wasn't difficult. You can only learn from failure, not from success. I embrace failure as an opportunity to learn. Success only comes from learning how to achieve it. My great-grandfather used to say when I was upset, "You got some of that experience. Experience is what you get when you didn't get what you wanted." Success is the sum of all efforts repeated day in and day out. Random dude that followed me on Instagram after adding me from Tinder posted, "Everyone focuses on finding the right person, but they don't focus on being the right person." Legit has changed so much of how I conduct myself now. Dead set. Don't worry about finding the right person. Focus on becoming the right person. A man is only as good as his word. One day, you will be in a situation where it's all you have, and it had better be good enough. All of the important decisions about your career will be made when you are not in the room. Reputation matters. Be the kind of person others will advocate for. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and expect nothing. We accept the love we think we deserve. This made me understand why people always say you have to love yourself before you love someone else. If you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? It might sound silly, but as a fairly insecure person, it made me think. You aren't judged by what you say, you are judged by what you do. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. You spend 1/3 of your life in bed, and at least another third on your feet. Spend money on a good mattress and good shoes. This was great advice. I've strayed over the years at times, felt awful, and then remembered this advice and got myself back on course. If you're not sore, you can do a hell of a lot more. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Comfort is the worst addiction. A mistake made more than once is a decision. Hell on earth would be to meet the person you could have been. On your deathbed, you are visited by the person you could have been. Gets me out of bed and working. When I'm on my deathbed and that dude shows his face, I am going to absolutely body slam him with a lifetime of accomplishment. Going to wish he could have been me. Don't you wonder sometimes what might have happened if you tried? Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Learn a lot, play a lot, care a lot. Something my dad used to tell us every morning before school. Be interested instead of trying to be interesting. What says a lot about a person is how they treat others who can do nothing for them. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. I used to be really confrontational. Having this in the back of my mind really changed how I react to the things people do. Take it one day at a time. Don't care about things that don't care about you. Carries over to jobs, relationships, just about everything. You can't save anyone. You can't change anyone. If you try to force them to see an issue they aren't ready for, They'll ignore your advice and turn on you instead. The most you can do is care and listen. And then, maybe, if they ask for it, you can offer advice. That's it. There's nothing in nature that blooms all year long, so don't expect yourself to. Honestly changed my life once I realized I am allowed to be sad and not question every emotion my body would have. I can't expect myself to always be okay. Sometimes you just gotta wait it out until your season returns. Not so much advice, but I was on acid once and I realized that literally nothing matters more than something else. Everything is made by another human who was no more or less capable or equipped than you and I. Essentially, that day I stopped saying things like, "I hope this happens," or "It would be nice if," and just started making the change I wanted to see in the world. If you don't like a rule, don't follow it. If you want to see this product, invent it. If you want to learn something, go out and get involved in it. Essentially, just get off your butt and actually do something. No one before you, who made any change in the world, was any better than you. Just do it. My grandfather, who I absolutely looked up to, told me if you enjoy what you are doing, then it wasn't a waste of time. Nowadays, I can thoroughly enjoy activities without regretting if I didn't make any progress or change anything. If I enjoyed it, it was well worth it.